Hello everyone. Well, it's that time again. It's Saturday evening, and that means it's time for your second dose of Tualatin Library Trivia for the weekend. I did want to mention before we begin that starting next weekend, I'm going to be doing only one trivia a week on Saturdays. However, it will be 3 rounds, so you'll get all your trivia goodness at once, 6:30 on Saturdays, just like right now. Okay, as usual, we have 8 question rounds, 2 of them. And I'm going to go ahead and read off the questions and then give you some time to go back and re-listen, re-watch if you need to before I get right into the answers. So round 1 is beer and wine, a nice classic. You can close your eyes and pretend that we were doing it in person while you enjoy a nice adult beverage. Question 1. What musical instrument is the trademark of Guinness? Musical instrument that is the trademark of Guinness beer. Number 2. In The Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter ate his liver with fava beans and this type of red wine. What type of red wine would you eat a human liver and some fava beans with? Number 3. What kind of grain is malted to make nearly all modern beer? What type of grain? Number 4. Not only does he have a non-alcoholic drink named after him, this legendary golfer has his own name brand wine. A legendary golfer with a very famous non-alcoholic drink named after him. And number 5. Which signer of the Declaration of Independence owned a successful brewery? Pretty cool. And number 6, in 2015, Champagne Bollinger launched a vintage bottle honoring this fictional character created by Ian Fleming. Champagne. All right, 7. What city is home to Germany's annual Oktoberfest celebration, the main one? The big Oktoberfest is in which German city? And number 8, final question, round 1. Initially transporting their wine in clay jars, by the 3rd century, ancient Romans had transitioned to using barrels made out of this type of wood. It became the first traditional wooden wine barrel made out of what type of wood? Okay, round 2, something a little special here. It's called easier or harder. Every single question is actually 2 questions, and you can choose to answer A, which is the easier of the 2 traditionally, or B, which is the harder of the 2. If you answer 1 correctly, or I should say A, the first question, it's worth 1 point, but if you answer B, the second question, it's worth 2 points. You have to pick one. If you answer both, you get nothing. So you have to decide if you're going to go big or go small. Let's get on with it. 1A. What is the name of Tom Petty's backing band? Tom Petty's backing band. And 1B, what was the name of Marky Mark's backing band? Marky Mark's backing band, 1B. All right, 2A, name the author who created the fantasy land called Middle-earth. The author who created Middle-earth, 2A. And 2B, name the author that created the fantasy land called Earthsea. Earthsea. 2B. 3A. In what country would you find the mouth of the Amazon River? And 3B. In what country would you find the mouth of the Colorado River? Where is the Colorado River, the mouth of the Colorado River? And number 4, 4A. What breed of dog is Snoopy? And 4B. What breed of dog is Rin Tin Tin? Is 4B. Number 5, 5A. What is the fear of enclosed spaces called? And 5B. What is the fear of blood called? The fear of blood, 5B. 6A. What company do we have to thank for Barbie? What company created Barbie? And 6B. What company do we have to thank for Fritos? Who created Fritos? And 7A. In what Disney film was the title character's love interest named Jasmine? And 7B. In what Disney film was the title character's love interest named Prince Eric? Prince Eric is from which Disney film? 7B. And all right, here we go. Final two. 8A. What city is home to the Sears Tower? And 8B. What city is home to Coit Tower? Coit Tower is 8B. Okay, so you may need to rewind a little bit for those. I went pretty fast. So take as much time as you need because I'm going right into the answers, going back to round one. Musical instrument, the trademark of Guinness is a harp. And Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal Lecter ate a liver with fava beans and a Chianti, red wine, Chianti. I don't know if you've seen fava beans, but they're really cool. The pods are huge. They're massive. It's like a mega bean. All right, number 3. This grain is typically malted to make all modern beer. This is barley. And this golf legend who has a non-alcoholic drink named after him and his own wine, Arnold Palmer. And 5, the signer of the Declaration of Independence who had a successful brewery. This is Samuel Adams. And Champagne Bollinger launched a vintage bottle honoring a Ian Fleming fictional character. This is James Bond. And number 7, what city is home to Germany's annual Oktoberfest, the main one, the huge one? This is Munich. And number 8, ancient Romans transitioned to wooden casks made of oak barrels. Okay, round 2, 1A, Tom Petty's backing band, the Heartbreakers, and 2B, Marky Mark's backing band, the Funky Bunch. And 7A, who created Middle-earth? J.R.R. Tolkien. Who created Earthsea? Ursula Le Guin. And what country has the mouth of the Amazon River? This is Brazil. And what country has the mouth of the Colorado River? This is Mexico. And 4A, what kind of breed is Snoopy? He's a beagle. And what breed of dog is Rin Tin Tin? He's a German Shepherd. And fear of enclosed spaces for 5A, this is claustrophobia. And 5B, fear of blood, this is hemophobia. And 6A, who do we have to thank for Barbie? Mattel. And 6B, who do we have to thank for Fritos? PepsiCo. Fritos, so delicious. Especially the chili Fritos. 7A, Disney film where the title character's love interest is named Jasmine. This is Aladdin. And Disney film in which the title character's love interest is named Prince Eric, The Little Mermaid. And the last 2 questions, what city is the Sears Tower in? This is Chicago. And what city is Coit Tower in? This is San Francisco. So hopefully some of you out there went big for the 2 points to impress and intimidate your friends and family. And once again, I'll be back next Saturday for a 3-rounder. And in the meantime, have a great weekend, have a great week. And Doug with the Tualatin Public Library, that's me, we'll be back next Saturday at 6:30. See you then.